Mark, if you were booked on Lufthansa, you can always fly private if you really need to get to your destination. I know sometimes you're a private guy, you're less low cost. We have the LunaJets CEO coming up. LunaJets, of course, is a private booking company. Their bookings, because of the strike, has been up 50%. It's great business if you're flying private. Not so good for the German economy and not so good for the Barton family checkbook. But I look forward to your conversation with the LunaJets CEO. Mark?
Hans was talking about the uplift in sales that you've seen as a result of this strike activity at Lufthansa and others. Put some numbers on that for us.
Yes, good morning, and thank you for having me. When we look at the statistics, these kind of strikes this week and the Air France strike back in September, we know that about 80,000 passengers are affected. So it's a lot of stranded passengers. We've seen at LunaJets an increase, a twofold increase in flight requests during this week alone, which has allowed us to organize and book more than an extra 50% additional flights for these passengers. It's a proof that private aviation is a very practical last-minute solution.
And tell us about the types of people who are booking on to your private jets at these times, Eymeric. Is it people who are panicking last minute, stuck at the airport, or is it people who are planning ahead and getting their bookings in with you early?
There's two types, Anna. The first type is what we call the risk-adverse passengers, and they are the ones who will call us as soon as the strike has been confirmed in the press. They will cancel their commercial tickets and they will shift their trip onto a private jet so that they have a guaranteed itinerary and a guaranteed times of arrival and departures. Then the second category is the risky passengers. These are the ones who will show up at the airport hoping that they are not affected by the strike, but then when they find out that their flight is cancelled or delayed or that they have to stay overnight, they will call us in despair and basically say, LunaJets, get me out of here. Our job in this instance is very different. We have to identify very quickly the aircraft that are already positioned, the private jets that are already positioned in that airport, so that we can, with the crew, so that we can action the flight plan and make them and have them take them off in 45 to 60 minutes.
Yes, I was going to ask you, you've given me some clues there. Why do you have this spare capacity sitting around? Or I take it from your last answer, you buy in more capacity as it's required.
No, the private jets are on demand, is an on-demand product. So you have companies that are taxi companies, if you want, that are out there waiting for customers and waiting for calls from us brokers, so that they can fly the passengers. The extra capacity also comes from the fact that a passenger may have flown, for example, to Frankfurt, but they stay in Frankfurt for 3-4 days. So we know we have proprietary software and we know that this aircraft is already positioned in Frankfurt and ready to go to its next destination, because it does not need to fly for the next 3 or 4 days while the original passenger is doing business in Frankfurt.